this lesson, we're going to explore the importance of understanding a business inside out, and then we'll dive into the nuts and bolts of writing a keyword seed list. Before we get bogged down with finding keywords and with gathering some keyword metrics, let's make sure that we have a really solid understanding of the business. Who are they? What are their business goals? What products and services do they offer? Why are they unique or better placed to serve their potential customers than their competitors? What are their unique differentiators? Who are their customers and potential customers? Have they developed personas for these customers? What are the goals and problems of those clients and potential customers? How do they already effectively reach those clients and potential customers? Wow, that sounds pretty in-depth, right? Well, not really, because how can you develop your own business or work with a client to develop their business if you haven't explored the answers to those questions? So typically, when I onboard a new client, I'll give them a list of questions like this. And if they already have relationships with third-party agencies, it's quite possible that they already have some internal documentation that will cover these types of questions. But if that's not the case, I'll schedule a call with them and I'll send them these questions in advance. And you need to make sure that you're speaking with the right people in the organisation. Maybe talk with a few if the team is bigger. You need to make sure that you're getting to speak with the people that answer the phone, the people that interact with customers and potential customers every day. Because these are the ones that know the language that the customers are using to describe their problems and the solutions that they're looking for and the products and services that they need. And instead of expecting them to answer the questions in a document or in an email, I'll explore these topics on the phone and then I can make my own notes. And that way, I'll be able to open up new lines of inquiry and new areas of exploration based on their answers. Once you've ensured you have a solid understanding of the business, the potential customer and their goals, you're ready to start working on your keyword seed list. The list often starts by posing this question. What do you think your potential customers are searching for? This is an excellent place to start and build on in the early stages of keyword research. In the next lesson, we'll be looking at ways that we can validate our keyword list based on data. But before we do that, we need to dive straight into some free form seed list writing. The idea here is to just riff. The better the keyword seed list, the greater the opportunity to generate a comprehensive keyword portfolio in the next stages. You won't necessarily be targeting your seed keywords, you'll use them as seeds as you germinate your full list. Refer back to lesson 3 and the section on keyword modifiers. You'll use these as a prompt as you start to think about the ways people might frame their search queries in relation to the problem they're looking to solve and the way that they search for products and services once they've made a decision about what they think will meet their needs the best. Let's take the example of Castle Rock Secure Storage, a fictional self-storage facility located in Castle Rock, Denver. Castle Rock Secure Storage has 60,000 rentable square feet, which is rented out in units from 2.6 by 2.6, perfect for wine storage, through to 10 by 30 metre. Their target customers and existing customer base is a mix of business and non-business users, and these are generally people experiencing the 4 Ds in life: dislocation, downsizing, divorce and death. The larger units have ground floor access and can be accessed from outside via large garage doors, and the upstairs units are climate controlled and the downstairs units are not. Access is 24 hours with staff on site at all times, and there is a gated, key card controlled parking lot. There are customer restrooms which are kept very clean and tidy by their staff. The business owner has identified an area for growth and diversification of product offering. They want to offer long-term fixed rental of larger outdoor storage units at an out-of-town location offering recreational vehicle storage depending on demand. So wearing our self-storage business owner hat as per the description, let's run through some of the questions and give our answers with a focus on thinking of the types of words that our target customers might be using when they search. What's my website about? Well, it's about our self-storage facility and our self-storage units. So our target customers might search for storage, self-storage, self-storage facility, self-storage units, storage facilities. What size unit do I rent? Well, our target customers might search for small self-storage units, 2x2 self-storage, 5x5 self-storage, 10x30 self-storage, large self-storage units. What are the features of my storage space? Our target customers might search for secure self-storage, 24-hour self-storage, climate-controlled self-storage, self-storage with on-site staff, self-storage with managed reception, 24/7 access self-storage. And what types of items can people store with us? Well, our target customers might search for wine storage or self-storage for cars, self-storage motorbikes, business storage unit for art, storage for home move. If we open up our out-of-town venue as planned, we'll have space for much larger vehicles such as storage for boats, self-storage for RVs, long-term storage for trailers. What location modifiers might our target customers use? Well, our target customers might search for Castle Rock, Colorado, Denver, near me, and nearby. And what price modifiers might our target customers use? Well, we think our prices are very fair and a good value, but we're not positioning ourselves as cheap or budget. And price isn't such a factor for our customers, who focus instead on our security, facilities, and location. But these terms, however, might be relevant: affordable and value for money. Are there any seasonal variations in keywords? Well, spring and summer are very busy because house moves often happen in the summer, and foreign students often like to keep their belongings with us over the summer holidays. But we're not sure if this affects how people search in terms of the phrases they use. Are there any comparison keywords? Well, we often find that people will compare the benefits of self-storage against container rental or storage pods. And when people are deciding which company to choose for self-storage, we know that our reviews are important, and we make sure that we show reviews and testimonials on our website. Our target customers might search for storage container versus self-storage, storage pods versus self-storage, Castle Rock self-storage reviews, and Castle Rock storage reviews. Are there any common questions our target market might ask? Price is the most common question, and then questions related to size and what can be stored, plus what you can do in them. Our target customers might search for: how much does it cost to rent a storage unit? What can I store in a storage unit? What can I fit in a 5x5 storage unit? What can I fit in a 10x30 storage unit? Can I sleep in a storage unit? Who is my service for, and does this affect the keywords that people search for? Well, our customers vary from businesses to homeowners to students to wine enthusiasts. Our target customers might search for self-storage for students, self-storage for wine collectors, self-storage for business. Are there any zeitgeist modifiers? We've found that COVID is likely the biggest implication here. We've seen an uptick in businesses looking for storage after they've left a storefront location, and new and existing customers want to know about how we're keeping the facility COVID safe. Our target customers might search for self-storage for business, COVID safe self-storage. When you're banging out your stream of consciousness seed list with your client, you might be scribbling these down freeform in your notebook or writing them on a chalkboard. I always love that stage. But as you dig deeper, and start pulling keywords from your data sets and from keyword research tools, you'll need to start being a little bit more organised and methodical. So we've created a handy Google Sheet template linked above for your keyword research. Make a copy of the sheet and then go ahead and add your seed list to the seed list tab. We're going to use this sheet as we start to add to our keyword portfolio. You'll learn more about how to use it later in the course. Until then, just keep it open so that as we progress in the course and discover more relevant keywords, you can copy and paste them into the appropriate tabs. That's it for lesson 4. We've thought about the importance of having a really solid understanding of your business or your client's business before you start on keyword research. And we've run through the process of creating a keyword seed list using our fictional friends, Castle Rock Secure Storage. In the next lesson, we're going to look at expanding your keyword universe with free tools. So head over to that lesson as soon as you're ready.